So let's watch. I'm on testing Querity and Samraku right now. This is basically a variation that I really like, actually. I think that on side 6, this is maybe the key variation at the moment. Okay, so I would probably defend as red and not play what testing just did on G9. Just letting white capture it. If you don't get something in exchange, I can't see how it's good. Even if it's just a piece on the edge. I mean, he just played it. So, I mean, if I was Samraku, I would definitely capture it. Okay, moving on. Oh my god. So maybe they... Okay, I'll get out of this. Maybe they started a new one, yeah. Alright, we have Hootie and Polina playing a very interesting match so far. Hootie's perfectly spaced out for a nice trapezoidal shape. Shinyuita's in the game. Okay. So red cuts or white cuts red. So if red attacks the cutting stack with a cut like D6 or with a blocking move like C4, then white can just simply play F5 and shield. Is there other ways to block? Is there a way to attack with a double attack? If you play H9, that can be met with another block. But I guess in a move like H9, you put a first attack on this one. It's 3 lines of sight. It has to block a line of sight. I would be a bit scared to do that. For instance, what if... Okay. What if Hootie just... Yeah, exactly. Just plays E7 and then... Now this is under attack, and the cutting move that was planned with this C6 is no longer available. So, Samraku, testing Querity. But he didn't choose to capture. Samraku never chose to capture testing Querity. So he chose to attack a different stone. In a very true Go player style. Samraku is basically giving testing Querity the option of which stone he'd like to have captured. Okay, so they're playing. What do we got? Okay, so they're playing with 10 seconds per move. That's also fine. I accept it. I accept it. Because anyway, if we don't finish the tournament, it's maybe the worst possible outcome. Okay, who else can I watch? Zapawa Gamian is a really interesting match. I know both these guys. Oh my god. All of their play in Zapawa Gamian is just like constricted to the upper left corner of the board. I mean, okay, it's like a half, but they're both shuffled in there. It's a very close attack. I wonder what happened here. Let's see. Whoa, such a weird pie. Of course, he swapped. All of a sudden you have a 1 stack next to a link. So you shield, of course. The attack is a block. The power just tries to... I wouldn't even do that. I would just continue this blocking if that's really what he's up to. But it's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, then you... Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, so many attacks. Oh, but it's a counter attack. See how this happened. And now we're here. Now you're forcing red to make a decision. Yeah, you have to cut. But now red gets this huge left side clump. But does red need to spend an extra move to capture either the 3 or the neutral on E6? I guess not. Until later when white gets pieces. But what if white never gets a piece in there? This is going to be interesting. Okay, what else is going on? Okay, Komachin Mega Mouse seems interesting as well. These are both like these guys are both generally good players, like abstract and aficionados, and they're both relatively new to Tumbleweed. So neither of them are really like, this is both their first tournament in Tumbleweed. I'm really happy that Mega Mao, I've seen him sometimes on the BGG abstract forum, and I think he's a top rated player in many different modern abstracts. Same for Komachin. So this is really cool to see them. See how what happened in their game. So far, pretty standard pie. I think that's slightly good for red, but he accepted. Okay. This doesn't make a difference between people who... But this is exactly what I would do, actually, as well. This move is probably a mistake. Yeah, exactly, because you can attack it like that. So then you just... And he doesn't even choose to capture. It's so interesting. Oh, wow. He's playing some really interesting moves. Really interesting moves. Because... But the thing is, actually, I think maybe what he's failing to realize is... Oh! Suicide move. That's a suicide move. I don't know if I should really tell people that, I mean, I think it's a good feature to know that on IGGC, if you hover over a suicidal move, it grays out for a bit, but let's see if Komachin understands this, the suicide move. Hint, hint, there's no ko in Tumbleweed. Okay, so I think this move this move alone is enough to kind of make, even though the score looks basically the same, the strength of Red's position is perhaps overwhelming, especially since there's these stacks which just haven't been captured yet, although it is white to play. Say something like d4 happens, then both of these captures which were available to Komachin disappear. But then c4 or c3, and this is under attack. So now essentially Mega Mao is asking to be captured here. Otherwise c2 goes down. So yeah, exactly. No, because if he didn't play d3, then white could equalize, basically. Now, if e3 was disconnected from e4, which it's not, then he might have a chance of defending this and then reinforcing, but in this case, no. So, red has 3 lines of sight here. White has 2. So even if white has another line of sight, trying to do some kind of sentiment. Okay, let's move on. Atari Pina. This is, of course, going to be an interesting match. Pina and Atari, they've completely surrounded the neutral. Neither of them wants to take it because they both think it's small. Oh my god. Atari has this, like, fence of 2 stacks, but, which I believe is maybe going down pretty soon. Oh, whoa. I didn't see that. No. Pina has a wall that just is getting broken down completely. So he's split into 2 groups now, and there's no chance for Pina to take the neutral. But then again, you can... Oh my lord. d4? I don't know. Now it looks like these 2 stacks are just barely hanging on, and now they're just looking pretty strong because they're all connected now. So white needs something. I mean, this one stack is dead. D4 will capture C3. He just gives up? Ah, my lord. Alright. Sorry? Moving on. Has anyone else given up recently? You have Alex and White Hypercube? No, not this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games going on. I think that's about right, yeah? Okay, let's keep on going. Johan Bo versus David Pierce. Johan Bo versus David Pierce. I think Johan Bo has a sizable advantage now, especially given the fact that essentially there's two stacks of Davids which are kind of traversing over the halfway mark of the board. And really, in Tumbleweed, all you need to do is get over half the board. It looks like Johan's most recent move defends H7, but that's kind of an illusion because F5 is still... Oh, but in the long run, if you really want to, you can still play G6. But do you really want to? That's the question. Do you really want that? Now, one thing that should be careful of is also I10 is just basically under attack. But he chose not to care about that so much. I actually think this is a bad idea. If I were David, I would capture. Because now H8 is under attack. So it's not even defendable. Here we get to counterattack or move along. Because then you have to play a move like after H8 is dead, G7 looks pretty sad, just to save F6. Oh, but no, E5 is actually capturable at this point. So maybe he doesn't worry about it. Maybe he just says, I11, you take my 2 stack, I capture your 3 stack, save my own 3 stack, and then you have to deal with the apple picking at the bottom. I don't see what he did. But ultimately you want... Oh. Whoa. That's just happening a little bit too late. I think the 15-second delay is good. The server isn't really meant to... So what's going on? Mega Mao! But there are a lot of 1 stacks, I have to admit. But if you can make a 3 stack here, you save almost all the 1 stacks. Didn't care. But no, that's an attack, so I think it's worth it. Tangible Spectre. You have plenty of time. Oh. Well, you still have plenty of time. And the game's almost over. And Tangible Spectre looks like Tangible Spectre's winning with basically no hope of losing. Like, no hope of losing at all. Yeah, I mean, no. There's no way for Tangible Spectre to lose at this point. It's at all. Okay? Paulina and Hootie. Polina Hootie. What is going on with Polina and Hootie? Hootie's got a monster in the middle of the board. Polina is kind of pushed onto the edges of the board. Polina, once again, is playing the edge game. Now, I've seen Polina come back from crazy-looking positions by playing the edge game. The thing about the edges, I mean, yeah, letting go, they're way safer. But also, when you have a big monster on the middle of the board, it's also pretty safe. Especially on size 6. What can red do? Actually, red can capture h7. Am I wrong? You capture h7 and then i7. No, sorry. I'm totally wrong. No, red cannot capture h7. A lot of captures in this game. Okay, but I don't have much to say about this position. Hootie's kind of doing good. Hypercube. Okay. I have a feeling we have Hypercube. I'm so anxious to put results in, it's crazy. Testing QWERTY and Samuraku. Testing also has a very strong position against Samuraku. I don't think it's possible for Samuraku to win at this point. Because no matter where they play the move with this one stack on the bottom, well, technically you can play J10, but interchangeable 1. Okay, this is a really interesting wall. It's actually so stressful. Why did nobody want to break through the wall? Nobody wants to break through the wall. I mean, maybe they're playing at a level I don't understand, but like, if it were me, I instantly just, as red, just capture. G5, F4. Yeah. But here now, as whites, you have the choice to defend this. But then you have to give up, yeah. I think Komachin just knows he's winning, that's the thing. Because he has 2 options. He either encroaches on the lower side or he breaks to the center. I think they are playing at a level I don't understand. Both of them. Because Tumbleweed is crazy. You can play moves that are doing so many things at once. I'm a very straightforward Tumbleweed player. I just get a goal in mind and then just try to do it. But some people are juggling 3 or 4 goals at once with their moves. And this is the part that I think is amazing. T-Bolt versus M17. Interesting M17. Who is it? Polina Hootie. Well, Polina... It's really hard to see this board and what's going on. Polina has a dead stack on F4. I think it's practically impossible to defend B1 at this point. But at the same time, no. Keep on thinking H7 is capturable, but it's really not. It's totally psychological snipe. Okay, so I don't know, but Polina can maybe try to play, for instance, K10 and kind of get the bottom side. If you get the bottom side, edge Hootie out of the bottom. K8's only a 1 stack, only has 1 line of sight. K10 would capture K8. No, because then there's K9. Damn. Okay, what Ooh, what about K6? K6, 1 stack here. But then you have K7. I think it's good to do some apple picking here, but no, no, there's no apple picking. You just play b5. Then you're fine. Definitely, at least this one will fall down. E8, that goes down, but not enough. What Polina needed was to make a 3-stack on the side here. Oh, technically you can, but I guess it's not enough still, because you need 2 3-stacks, or a 3-stack connected to a 2-stack on the edge, which just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Yeah, falls apart. Okay. This game, Thibaut has the outside. There's a big battle going on in the upper right corner. Thibaut versus M417, MIV I7. Let's just briefly check the other final score of the other one, if there is a score. Okay. Nope, both players are still playing. That's really the killing blow, I would say. Really the killing blow. Yeah. A battle. Okay. So I'm predicting, or waiting for the Komachin wins. Okay. And Ego Warrior 1, yeah. Against the other dude. Okay, well, another one is over? Hoodie wins. Okay, 1 game left. No, it was a good game, Polina, come on. Come on. Now we have everyone on the 1 game. Such a crazy battle. Oh my god, what does it look like? It's like you have this red jellyfish in a sea of white with its tentacles on an ocean of red territory. That's what it looks like to me. Or one of those big robots in Star Wars. I don't remember what they're called. Here we go with the invasion. Now, granted, this probably should have happened like a long time ago, but it's nice to see that it's being tried now. How would I block this invasion? How would I really make sure it doesn't go anywhere? Well, red can go 3-stack here, 3-stack here, 3-stack here, and only a 2-stack here. Ah, that's perfect. That's a perfect defense, almost. Here, I mean, it's probably the best possible defense thing. Yes, because now there's 3-stack here. So everywhere along this line, okay, gives up. So Thibaut wins.